Lately I've had so little sleep, only this big mug can save me. Water with lemon is a good drink. It keeps you going. But in order to remind myself how much sleeping is important and to help you learn new vocabulary, I decided to speak about this healthy activity today. Hello everyone and welcome to Katie's English Lessons. I'm Katie and today's lesson is all about sleeping. We're going to learn some interesting idioms for you, useful phrasal verbs and adjectives, and that will help expand your vocabulary a lot. Okay, let's look deeper. Sleeping is very important. If you don't have enough sleeping, you look tired, and there are more synonyms. Exhausted, so it's when you're extremely tired and depleted of any energy. You're fatigued. I was too exhausted to take my dog for a walk. By the way, we can also say dog tired. The British word knackered. She was too knackered to join them for dinner, or worn out or drained, and today I'm going to use these synonyms a lot. They all mean that you need to take a rest and to have some sleep. Sleeping brings us beauty and makes us fresh and energized. That's why we have this first phrase, to get a beauty sleep and to get a beauty rest. That's when you have at least 8 hours of sleep and you go to bed before midnight. Oh, you look so worn out. Look at these bags under your eyes. Go and get some beauty rest. I have a very special performance tomorrow. I'd better go and get my beauty rest. Refreshed by beauty rest, she looked amazing. A beauty rest and a beauty sleep are mostly used with women and by women. They can refer to men in a kind of joking way. The phrase go to bed has a number of synonyms and idioms. As we all remember, idioms are the phrases with fixed meanings that differ from the meaning of each word on its own. For instance, like the phrase to hit the hay or to hit the sack. Of course, you're not going to hit anything here, but this phrase came from the past when people didn't have beds and they used sacks or maybe cloths with hay inside as their beds. It's 10:15. It's about time we hit the hay. In other words, it's about time we went to bed. John was so exhausted after work and he hit the hay as soon as he returned home. I have to get up early tomorrow, so I'd better hit the sack right away.
Anyway, I'm gonna go hit the sack.
I'm just gonna drink some tea and hit the sack.
Another phrase is to get some shut-eye or to catch some shut-eye. To shut, it means to close. In other words, to get some amount of sleep. As soon as I finish this video, I will get some shut-eye. If you don't want to be drained, get some shut-eye. And the phrasal verb to turn in. To turn in has different meanings. One of them is to submit something, but another meaning is to go to bed. Normally, he turns in quite late, but today he's ready to turn in earlier. When people get into the bed, they can go out like a light. To go out like a light, it means to fall asleep as soon as you hit your pillow. In other words, as soon as you put your head on your pillow. I usually go out like a light after working out. To be out like a light, it means to be deeply and soundly asleep or to become unconscious. He fell down and hit his head and he was out like a light for several minutes. I didn't hear you come. I was out like a light. Other good idioms to describe healthy and restful sleep are to sleep like a log, to sleep like a baby, and fast asleep. And they all mean the same, that you experience restful, deep, and sound sleep. Everyone in my family slept like a log and didn't hear the thunderstorm. He was fast asleep and he didn't hear the call. After 10-hour shift, he was fast asleep as soon as he returned home. Sleep like a baby, my child. She slept all night like a baby and felt so refreshed. Of course, parents know that babies don't sleep that well and they don't let their parents sleep enough. And to describe that person has a bad sleep, we can use a phrase, get a wink of sleep. It means to have very small amount of sleep, or not get a wink of sleep when you don't have any sleep at all, or not to sleep a wink, or to have 40 winks. And they all mean that you don't get enough sleep. Their newborn son is a colicky and they haven't got a wink of sleep for the last few nights. The dogs barked all night, so I couldn't get a wink of sleep. And when people don't sleep well, they can toss and turn all night. Toss and turn all night, it means to change your position during the night, to move in your bed in order to find the most comfortable position, to fidget. She tossed and turned all night. That's why she's got these bags under her eyes. After tossing and turning all night, I have a headache.
Promising bags under her red swollen eyes.
Those mattresses. No matter how I tossed or turned, I couldn't get comfortable. I never actually fell asleep.
And when a person is worried and he has a bad sleep, we can say to lose sleep about something. It means to lose sleep or to be unable to fall asleep because of some thoughts and worries. She lost her sleep about her daughter's trip. I hope you won't lose your sleep about this issue with the computer. If a person is easily awakened, he can be called a light sleeper. And any noise, even the slightest one, can waken him up. Usually children are light sleepers. She's such a light sleeper, I have to tiptoe while she's sleeping. On the contrary, if you sleep well and you are fast asleep, you can be called a heavy sleeper or a deep sleeper. He's a heavy sleeper. 5 alarms didn't wake him up. Lucky he is, he's such a deep sleeper. But when you are a deep sleeper and you don't hear your alarm clock, sometimes you can oversleep or sleep in. Sleep in is a phrasal verb that has several meanings. The first one is to sleep longer and to sleep late on purpose. On weekends, we usually sleep in. Finally, it's weekend today and we can sleep in, so sleep till late. Another meaning is to oversleep. I slept in and missed my train. Oversleep, it means to sleep longer hours and to miss, to be late for something. But to sleep over is that you are staying at someone else's house as a guest. And please don't confuse these two words, to sleep over and to oversleep. My son is sleeping over at his friend's house tonight. It was too late and they let me sleep over in their spare room. Sleep on it. It means to postpone or take your time making a decision. Yesterday I received a job offer, but I need to sleep on it. Don't give a reply at once. Sleep on it. And one more beautiful idiom is to burn the candle at both ends. Dad is an accountant and he's burning the candle at both ends during the reporting period. Okay, that's it for today. Of course, there are much more words, but I think that's enough for one lesson. And please know that if you are drowsy, so it means very sleepy during the day and you're ready to nod off, to fall asleep any minute, take a nap. We can also say have a nap, take a snooze, or have a snooze. It means to sleep for a while, for a short period of time during the day in order to become refreshed. And please let me know which phrases you liked the most from this lesson and whether you are a light sleeper or a deep sleeper and what you do to go out like a light. I do hope that you find this lesson useful and you'll use this vocabulary. See you next time. Please subscribe, give the thumbs up, and for now, thank you and see you in my next class. Bye bye and sleep tight.